Guests. Have you ever wanted to go somewhere where everybody knows your name? Maybe they're always glad that you came, and you realize that all of your problems are the same. If this sounds familiar to you, it's because it's part of the opening song for the TV show Cheers. And today I'm here to persuade you with power to go to your local breweries and experience something similar to that. I'm talking specifically about Torrance. Torrance has become a booming location for microbreweries. It's very trendy. They're popping up left and right, and they're a great experience. I'm going to tell you about how they will help you expand your knowledge on beer, talk about their atmosphere, and I'm also going to share some of the social aspects of why you should go. My first point, expand your beer knowledge. Way back when I started drinking, I only liked Blue Moon. That's the only type of beer I would drink until someone brought me to Absolution, a Torrance brewery. And I thought, it's time to start testing some beers. So you get a flight and you try your different types. You try your IPAs, you try your amber ales, try some of the dark stouts, things like that. And I realized, wow, I actually like different kinds of beer. I like IPAs. I want to try more. What brands are out there? What else can I try? And I developed some interesting taste buds and a real knack for tasty, different beer. When you go to these breweries, you can just try little samples and figure out, that's not for me. I don't like that. And you don't have to buy a full beer and waste your money. And then you can go on to other places and recognize your local breweries and be like, oh, I know King Harbor. I'll have their beer. I like it. Moving on to my second point, the atmosphere. When you go to a brewery, you're not going to a bar. There's no hard liquor. It could be crowded, but it's not rowdy. It's usually in a very obscure location. A lot of them are in warehouses that you're like, is that it? Oh, here it is, to get to. And oftentimes they don't have kitchens, but they do have food trucks roll in, and they're often themed. For example, I don't know if any of you have heard of Phantom Carriage. There's a brewery that popped up in Carson, and it has a whole theme of goth, and they have heavy metal, and you go in there and they have all these old movies in black and white, and it's really an experience. And like Absolution has church pews, and all of their beers are themed to that, and it's pretty interesting. You're not going to go there and see people doing shots. You're going to go there and relax and really take in your beer. And surprisingly, some of them are family friendly. A lot of times I see people bringing in their kids, and it's acceptable. They have foosball tables, they have cornhole. It's not taboo to see some children there. And thirdly, the social aspect. Now, there are a lot of interesting events that happen in the South Bay, and a lot of them involve these local breweries. You can go to the LA Beer Fest, where there's tents full of all these local breweries from down San Diego, Torrance, Redondo Beach. They're all there, and they want you to try their beer. They're so excited with what they've brewed. It's really a science to them, and they're proud of it. And you get to go along and sample, and it's a social event. There's downtown LA craft beer crawl where the bars are hosting it, and it's all trying different beers. And there's also some events with Northrop. This one was just brought to my attention. Someone had posted this, so fitting for my speech, a second annual South Bay Tap Takeover. So you can go with your colleagues and just not get crazy, but socialize over a nice cold beer. And with that, when you often go to these places, the staff, the people who are brewing the beer, are so positive and excited, and they want to talk to you. Some of my favorites are Absolution, Hop Saint, and King Harbor. You really do, if you enjoy their beer, you go there a couple of times, they start to recognize you. Maybe they see you coming and hey, this is new. This just came out today. You should try it. They're it makes it enjoyable and a unique experience. In conclusion, I would say, if you're not a beer drinker, go to a local brewery and sample the beers. If you decide you don't like it, hey, maybe you just don't like beer, but they're fun, great atmosphere, you have a great time, and there's a lot of social events that come around just enjoying a nice cold one. Madam Toastmaster.
I'm so persuaded.